No way. An Arrma Vorteks 3S? I know exactly what to do with this. Alright, so here we are, Arrma Vorteks. Woo, look at that thing. Beautiful body. I love this red. Okay, so we have something a little different today. This is a stock Arrma 3S Vorteks. Stock, right out of the box, stock tires, stock chassis, stock everything. But we've got some amazing upgrades here. Big thanks to RC Mad Labs for these awesome upgrades. This is his Arrma 3S Vorteks chassis brace kit. Now I just want to show you guys up close the thickness of this chassis brace. That is a slab of beef right there. Look at that. I know one thing, it looks epic, and it's really not all that heavy. So the initial idea is that this thing bolts on just like so. It comes with a whole bunch of other parts. Let's have a look at that. So it comes with this chassis shim kit. This is pretty awesome. It's got all kinds of directions on there. It also comes with the chassis brace hardware. Step 1, he sends you a drill bit, some extended screws here, and a couple nuts, washers, and bolts. That's pretty cool. He's also got a shock upgrade tubing deal here, and this is, he calls it a bump stop installation. And these hoses are for the stock and for upgraded shocks. So that's cool. I guess the purpose of this is basically to keep the shocks from bottoming out. That's a really neat deal. He also includes a shock mount brace kit, and it comes with these braces here. It's got the instructions. It comes with some type of super glue adhesive, industrial strength E6000, and the sandpaper. It's very detailed instructions. It's pretty amazing. This is his first instruction here. Pretty cool. So we have a number of shocks we could have chosen from, but these are some eBay specials. Now I know they're not the Typhoon 6S shocks that was recommended to use with this deal, but I just had these lying around. They're all anodized in aluminum. These actually can be used on the Traxxas Haas and the 3S models. So we're going to give them a shot and see how they hold up. Begin installation by turning your model upside down and removing original 7-piece 4mm screws. So here we go. See, here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we're going to do. Boom. There she is. Look at that. So we've got A. So let's look at this. A and A. Okay, so we've got our A screws. This is them. There's 4 of them. 2 go in the front and 2 go in the rear. A and A. There we go. If you look up here, you'll see those screws, they threaded all the way through the top of the bulkhead here and through here. So that is a good fit. Look at that chassis brace. That is not playing around. That was good. Okay, so we did step 2. Step 3, using the supplied 3mm drill bit, drill out the plastic chassis for the 3 remaining holes marked D, using the chassis brace as your template to center your drill bit. Okay, well, I can tell you right now, guys, the only 3 holes that we need to drill is pretty obvious, are these. Use these screws. It looks like they go completely through the chassis, and he gives us a washer and a nut. Okay, it doesn't say anything about this in the instructions, but I'm going to go ahead and remove this center drive shaft for safety deal. I don't want to drill through it by accident, so just going to remove that. Just pop it out of there. Using the chassis, there it went. There's one. Let's see how it went through. Perfect. Right there by the receiver box. It's two. Beautiful. That's going to sit flush through there. Let's punch her in. Bingo. Okay, so we just finished step 4. This is the top side of the chassis. You can see I've got the washer here, and the nut here. It's all tightened up. Now this one in here was pretty tricky. I didn't have room to get the washer in here. It just didn't fit in this hex honeycomb deal. So I just nutted it, and we're going to call it a day on that. So we've got our motor screw. It's going to go in there. It was the C screw, and then we've got our B screws. We'll go ahead and thread those in. Okay, so this is the chassis shim kit that comes with it. This is an amazing kit. It comes with all these washers and little gaskets and plastic shims. So this is a nice little diagram he gives you here of exactly where to put everything. It's pretty awesome how he put it together. We're going to hold off on this for now, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this car is brand spanking new. It's never been driven. These parts are pretty tight. You can see there's very little slop in this, and I'm really shaking it. So I'm not even going to fool with it right now. This is something you can do later down the road. And it's a great thing that comes with a kit. I can do a separate vid on that later on. Or you can check out his channel, RC Mad Labs, how he installs the shim kit. But we're going to carry on. And because this is a new car, I feel like it doesn't need it until we bash it and get everything loosened up. Well, then we'll take it apart and put the shims on it. Okay, so step 2 with this kit, if you really want to go all out and get your suspension dialed up, is the shock bump stop installation. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's got some tubing in here, 3mm and 4mm hose, and basically what this is saying is you push down on the chassis, and when the chassis hits the flat surface, you measure the distance that you have left in play on your shock rod, and you trim this according to that length, and then you place that bump stop on your shock rod end. So we're going to opt out on this too, because I've just got these aftermarket shocks here, and it's just going to be like see how long they last kind of deal. And you know, we're just going to wait on this. I'm going to save this. This is really cool. I might use this when I get the Typhoon 6S shocks for this thing. That probably would be awesome to do. So I know these shocks might not last a long time off the def ramp, so we're just going to use them as is. Okay, so I was starting to put on the shock tower braces here. This is pretty cool. It gives you a bunch of tools, even a longer screws for when you put it on. It gives you this glue. Do a real nice job. You sand this down and it glues on here so that way it don't come off. You drill out this hole in the center and put a self-tapping wood screw in there. I was going to do all that, guys, but I went ahead to unscrew the bumper here, and this thing was wrenched on so tight it just rounded off and stripped off on me. So I'm not even going to fool with this today. We're just going to put the shocks on, and we're going to skip this part here. We'll get to this later. So I run XT90s on everything, and this comes with the EC5. So bye bye Arrma warranty. calibrate the ESC. I don't like the punch setting that it comes with. I'm going to put it up to max 5 punch. I do apologize about the audio. The wind is pretty strong today. We're going to make it happen. Woo, sure does drive straight. Triple. How's it doing? Oh, it's still looking good, guys. Okay, starts breaking, and I knew it was going to be the shock. There it is. We snapped that shock rod clean off. So, yeah, it's going to have to be the Typhoon 6S shocks, guys. But wow, the durability of this thing's insane. It has taken some hits today already, and this chassis brace is just awesome. I mean, that really protected it right there. Let's check out the inside. Everything still looks cushy-gushy. Battery still feels good. I have my sock in there. Motor still looks solid. This thing really is super strong. I didn't even hurt the chassis one bit. what a beast this little thing is. All I have to do is put some better shocks on it, and this thing is going to be epic. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. More to come soon. Stay tuned.